Huh.
You know what this is about?
Peace, family. I wanted to give my quick 2 cents. I wanted to give my my 2 cents in on this Amin Ra squad versus Young Pharaoh and Seti. Or rather yet, Amin Ra squad versus Young Pharaoh. So right, I think both of them are needed. I don't think they can completely destroy each other's philosophy or beliefs, or methodology of their research and the things they choose to teach. But I think Brother Unk is necessary. I don't think he has, well, I know he doesn't have all the answers, and I know Young Pharaoh doesn't have all the answers, because no one person or one group have all the answers. But when you bring it all together, then you're working with something, right? So, Young Pharaoh, he reminds me of a young Phil Valentine, with teaching about the chakras and about thought and about the mind and about melanin and different cosmic and metaphysical things, which is very necessary. But it can't just be all of that. That's why Unk is also necessary, because he bring the mainstream there. Got something on the stove. He bring mainstream science, the theory of evolution, and academia, scholarship. Far as his philosophy, far as what he preach. Far as what he preach. So I believe in merging two together, because in the ancient, in the Moorish schools in Spain, they had 2 parts. They had the seven liberal arts, but they had 2 parts of the school. One part, where it is like they teach, scholarship, academia, math, science, history, language, art, if I didn't mention art already, stuff like that. Then on the other side, they had the metaphysical stuff, what they call later the Roman Church called witchcraft and stuff like that. They had the metaphysical stuff, which was teachings for the mind. So you always have to have a balance of the two, So Unk doesn't have a spiritual bone in his goddamn body, from what I see, but he does bring something. And that can be that is appreciated by me, because me being part of the Amin Ra Squad group on Facebook for a few months, it did improve the way I presented information and the way I went to seek out my information. It didn't change me, it just upgraded the way I do things and how I challenge things and how I analyze things, because I never thought about analyzing the theory of evolution and stuff like that hardcore into analyzing science in the way that the Amin Ra Squad does, as far as dealing with bones and with natural selection and stuff like this. But as I analyzed it, I got a good understanding, and I see that it is useful. Do I believe we came from apes? No. But I'm not going to get into, that right now. I'm just going to say what he does bring is necessary for the left side of your brain. What Pharaoh brings is necessary. Because like I said, Pharaoh have more spiritual bones in his body. Now, this thing about the meta nature, I think I never really studied it, the hieroglyphics, as much. But I think that a lot of it has been deciphered. Can't say if all of it has been deciphered, but I can say enough of it has been deciphered where we can get some knowledge out of it, right? And I also believe that the Canaanite language, the relationship between the Canaanite language and the ancient Egyptian language, the relation should be studied. I don't think enough attention is given to the Canaanite language or script. I think that will be the bridge the two, to prove if the Meta Nature has been translated successfully or not. Because I think if you leave the Canaanite language out, you kind of, leaving out some intricate pieces. So, debates are like the hash out systems of beliefs, I guess, presented, backed up by their facts, right? So I don't think in this debate, they will destroy each other. I think some myths and some things will get destroyed, but the philosophies of the two schools of thought will never be destroyed, because those two schools of thought don't just exist with Pharaoh and Those two schools of thoughts of academia and spirituality and metaphysics and hard sciences that you can see with your physical eyes will always merge. And I think quantum physics and different sciences are merging the two as we speak. So, that's why I stand at with that. So with that, I say peace. And I want to give honor to all the teachers, everybody. And I want to give praise to the Almighty God Allah, because I didn't do it in the beginning. So with that, I say peace.